What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another day at Sega Sports Cards. Today I'm going to be doing a beginner's guide for sports cards. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, and we are on Instagram. So if this video helped you out, go ahead and follow us on all of our social medias. We're also doing a giveaway. We've got this Zion rookie and a Panini Prism Babe Ruth. To enter this giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and drop a comment in this video, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. So let's go ahead and get into things today. Sports cards for beginners. First, what are the best sports card brands? So when you first get into sports cards and you go to your local store to try to find sports cards, the aisle is going to look a little something like this, and it may look very overwhelming at first. There's so many different card companies and options to choose from, and it may just be a little overwhelming at first. So to understand this question, first we need to talk about the licensing deal that each major league has. So each sports league has an exclusive licensing manufacturer deal. This means only these manufacturers can use major league sports team logos. So for example, we're going to use Tucker Davidson. So if you look on the unlicensed product, if you can see, there's no sports logo on his hat, there's no sports logo on his jersey. They're not allowed to use the logos. This is a Panini product, and they're unlicensed for baseball. And then if you look at Topps, they have the Braves logo on the jersey, they have the Braves logo on the hat, and they are allowed to use these major league logos because they have the licensing deal with the MLB. So when investing in sports cards, you're going to want to choose the manufacturer that has a licensing deal with the sports league that you're trying to go for. So I'll show you guys who has what. So for the NFL, Panini has the manufacturing deal and is switching over to Fanatics in 2026. For the MLB, it's Topps and it's switching over to the Fanatics in 2025. For NBA, it's Panini as well, switching over to Fanatics in 2026. And for NHL, it's Upper Deck. So you can see the three major sports are switching over to Fanatics manufacturing within the next few years. And that could be a little alarming, but that's for another video. It's a little bit too much to get into just for the beginner's guide. So next, we're going to talk about how each card manufacturer has multiple products, which are called sets. So Panini, who has the exclusive deal with the NFL, has created all four of these sets. Even though all the boxes look different, they're all created by Panini, but they differ in price range. So we have this Optic box created by Panini, we have Select created by Panini, and we have Panini Prism, and we have National Treasures. So since Panini does have the exclusive rights, they are allowed to use the logos such as Arizona, Bengals, Packers, Dolphins. The way I like to think of these different sets are like Walmart and Sam's Club. It's just a way for the manufacturer to become its own competitor. So all four of these sets are different sets, but they're all owned by Panini, and they all differ in price range once again. A term that we're going to talk about is wax. So if somebody, for instance, if somebody was going to say, I have a bunch of wax for sale, this is what you'll hear in the industry. All wax means is an unopened box of sports cards. So if I were to say I have a bunch of wax for sale, I just have a bunch of these boxes that are unopened, and you can buy them. So next I'll tell you about the best sets to invest in. So for the MLB, you want to invest in Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome. For the NBA, you want to invest in Panini Prism and National Treasures. For the NFL, you want to invest in Panini Prism and National Treasures as well. And for NHL, you want to invest in Upper Deck and the Cup. So as you can see, I chose all products that have the exclusive licensing deal. So for NHL, it's Upper Deck. For NFL, it's Panini. You want to invest in the cards where the jerseys have the actual NFL team logos because they will be the most sought after. So when do these sets release? A great tool to use is this website called the Cardboard Connection. I'll drop a link in my description for you to check it out. They have a bunch of information about sports cards, but one of the most useful tools is the release calendar. So as you can see right here, on 12/1, the 2021 Panini XR Football is releasing. On 12/8/2021, Panini Flawless Baseball is releasing. So this is a good tool to find out when the sets that you're trying to buy are going to be released. Next, I'm going to tell you about the different cards in this set. Right now, the way I have them arranged is from least expensive to most expensive. So first, let's talk about the base card. You might pull this card and think, wow, this has got to be worth a lot of money. He's a superstar quarterback. He's one of the best in the league. This card's got to be worth a lot of money. But that's not essentially true with the base card. The base card is overprinted to kind of fill packs out, and they do use superstars to make them look more enticing. But the base card, this is probably only a $2 card, just because they're overprinted. Next, you have the insert card. These cards are worth a little bit more money, not worth a whole lot. So while they are a cool card, they're not the most sought after cards. Then we have the parallel card. So you can see that the parallel card looks like the base card, but it has a blue background. This is because sometimes they'll number these cards, which I'll talk to you about in the next slide. And because it's a shorter print, makes it worth more money. So these are kind of specialty cards that you want to go for it instead of the base card. Next, we have the patch card. So there's two different kinds of patch cards. There's a player worn patch and there's a game worn patch. What this means is a player worn patch is when a card company sends a jersey to a player. They'll put it on, walk around their house for a bit, maybe go to the store, and then they'll take off the jersey and send it back to the card company. The card company will cut it up into squares and put them in your card. The game worn patch is obviously what it sounds like. It means the jersey was worn in an actual game, which makes it way more valuable because we know that the player played in this jersey. Also, when it comes to patch cards, see how this card is just white? This patch is just white. Generally, you want to go after cards that are multicolored. So in Aaron Rodgers' case, you want to look for a green and yellow card or a green, white, and yellow card. The more colors in a patch, the more value the card holds. Lastly, you have the autograph card. So there's also two different kinds of autograph cards. There's a sticker auto and an on-card auto. So with the sticker auto, the card companies will send this player maybe 1,000 stickers to sign. The player will sign the sticker and send them back, and then the card company will place these stickers on the cards. And then the on-card auto, which means the card company will send this player 1,000 cards, and they'll personally hand sign this card. The on-card auto is worth a lot more money because it means the player actually possessed this card in their hands, which makes it worth a lot more. So a lot of the big-time collectors will be going after more on-card autos than sticker autos. So this is the numbered cards I was starting to tell you guys about. If you could see, it says 117 out of 249. What this means is there's only 249 of these cards ever printed in this style. So it's good to have a numbered card because it makes the card limited. Limited and scarcity is a big role in sports cards. Generally, the more scarce a card is, the more expensive it's going to be. So 117 out of 249 means you own the 117th card out of the 249 cards ever produced of this card. Next, we'll talk about the different types of boxes for sale. The way I have them lined up is from least expensive to most expensive. So you have the hanger box and the blaster box. These are boxes you'll generally find in Target, Walmart, your retail stores. And then you have the hobby box. This one is more likely at sports card shops, or your local card shop. LCS is what you'll hear the term is. So the blaster box and the hanger box, you have a chance to pull these numbered, patch, and auto cards, but your chances are way slimmer to pull these cards out of these boxes because they're least expensive. When you buy a hobby box, your chances of pulling those cards, as you can see in this one, there's 2 autographs per box on average. Your likeliness to pull a more rare card becomes way higher when buying the hobby box. Of course, that makes these boxes more expensive than the other boxes, but you get what you pay for, you know? Next, I'll tell you about the best cards to invest in. So generally, when you're investing in sports cards or a player, you want to go for their rookie card. This is because there's only a limited amount of them printed. So if we look at the examples I posted, there is a 2020 Patrick Mahomes Panini Prism that sold for $4 plus $1 shipping. And then you have his 2017 Rookie Prism. This one sold for $561 plus $4.50 shipping. It's because the general collector likes to have the rookie year of the player they're looking for. Now, to add on to that, we have something that's called an RPA. It means Rookie Patch Auto. This is the most expensive card when looking into any player. So let's say you're buying a baseball player. You want to get that player's rookie card, but if you can get their rookie card with a patch and autograph on it, that's the most expensive card you're going to find from that player. As we can see, this one sold for $5,000 because we've got his rookie card, we've got the patch, it's a 4-color patch, and you've got the autograph. So if you can afford it, go for the Rookie Patch Auto. Next, we're going to talk about raw versus graded cards. A raw card is just a card that hasn't been graded yet, just a regular card you pull out of a pack. No matter what card it is, if it's not graded yet, that means it's raw. Just like this would be a raw card. Next, we have the graded card. So what graded means is you'll send your card into a card grading company and they'll inspect it to check the condition of the card. They'll check the corners to see if it's smashed at all. They'll check the surface to see if there's any smudges on it, and they'll check the centering of the card. The higher the grade, the more value your card is worth. So generally the best grade you can get is a 10. If you submit your card, which is going to cost some money, and it comes back at a 10, it's going to value your card at a lot more money because people will then know the condition of the card before buying it. So a term for graded cards is a slab. So this is a term you'll hear in the hobby a lot, and a slab is just a graded card encased in the grading case. So if I were to say I have slabs for sale on my Instagram, that just means I have a bunch of graded cards for sale. So keep that in mind because you will hear that term a lot. So next we'll talk about the main grading card companies. The main grading card companies, the top 2 prestigious ones are Beckett and PSA. So if you get a 10 with either one of these companies, it's going to make your card worth the most money, more than if you were to get a 10 from SGC because they're the most prestigious grading card companies. Then we have SGC, HGA, GMA, and Sports Authentication. Unfortunately, with PSA, they are backed up because the hobby's been booming over the last couple of years. They're not accepting cards right now. Over some interviews that I've watched, they're looking to start accepting cards within the next upcoming months. So another thing to know about is a Beckett 9.5 is just as good as a PSA 10. So if you get a 9.5 in Beckett, it's generally equal to a PSA 10 in price. So submit your cards to these 2 companies if you want the most value out of your graded card. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to check what a card is worth. So when you're buying a card off Instagram or at a sports card show, sometimes people will say, do you mind if I comp the card? What this just means is a comparison card price. So think of cards like stocks. If a player has a really good game, their stock or price in card can shoot way up. If they have a very bad game, their price in card can go way down. So it's important to do comps and recheck the price of your card before buying or selling cards. Because you bought it at a certain price doesn't mean it's always going to stay at that price. They fluctuate all the time. So let's say I was going to buy this Zach Wilson rated rookie card. What you're going to do is you're going to first go to eBay. You're going to type in the name of the player and the type of card. So Zach Wilson rated rookie. Then you're going to scroll all the way down to the left side and click on sold listings. So then we'll start checking what this card sold for. First, it sold for $3.14 plus $1.25 shipping. Then it sold for $3. Then it sold for $4. And then the last one we see is 99 cents plus $4.55 shipping. So we've seen the last 4 sales between $3 and $5. A fair way to price this card is to put your card for sale from anywhere from $3 to $5. So that's how you can check how much your card is worth. I would average this card I would say $4 is a good deal to buy it, and $4 is a good deal to sell it for. And that's it, guys. This is just a small end of sports cards. So if you do want me to make a part 2 that's a little bit more in depth, comment below and I will do that for you guys. Don't forget about our giveaway. Remember, all you have to do is subscribe and comment on this video and you will be automatically entered into our giveaway. Thank you guys for checking out my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and see you guys next week.